Thank you for telling me. So now yes, but before no. Software is set of, sorry, it was technical problem. So software is set that performs common action such as file management, memory allocation, input identification, and output transmission. Hey, why not? It's exactly what they're doing. So all the time, this set of programs, it's what they're doing all the time. So programs set that lets computer run and control its most basic function. All right, so from all this answer, everything was right. So do not afraid. And that's actually this like question number 3, then we got 0 response. So I really encourage you to, I mean, I don't know how you learn. Memorize or just make some association or so just somehow learn that because it will help you, you know, when somebody will talk about operating systems, so then, so they will tell you what it is, okay? So now, next question. What iOS version was released with iPhone 4? And so why it's 100% for 5.0? All right, let's take a look. Sorry that I'm just browsing this in the presentation. So because I was 100% sure then it's 5.1. So how come? Sorry guys, I not retrieve all the slides together, but so we can look. 5.0 October 2004 is okay. Yeah, because my history, haha. So this you can see this how young so this so tester I am. So because my history start this you know this 5.1. So then good things about so iPhones was in the beginning. So then because of so there's a proprietary system so of Apple's. So it's a closed system where this soft and hardware is compatible all the time and integrated. So they do like extensive amount of testing so to make sure then software go well with hardware. So in the beginning, so this all updates was going so through the iTunes store. And since 4S, they started to do further. So, and it's my first work experience was with 5.1. But I'm impressed, and so at least you will so have spent time to go to check. So then it's 5.0. So this you prove me. So yeah, it's cool. I'm happy for you guys. Then you know sometimes better than I. Yay! All right. So next one. Choose iOS specific layers. Okay, core service is good. Thanks God, nobody choose Java core libraries. It's good. Cockatoach, I'm impressed. It's exactly what you need to know. So XMA have nothing to do with iOS. It actually belongs to Windows Phone. So this is a game so framework and platform for Xbox. So media very good and core operating system good. So one person is a little bit messed up with Silverlight because Silverlight is belong to what? Hey, come on, give me some answer. So who knows Silverlight is, what is this? BB, no. It's not, nothing to do with BB. Microsoft, okay, Microsoft what? Win what? No, it's not a Palm. .NET, .NET is a framework. Yeah, finally, Jimmy, you're the winner today. Windows Phone, exactly right. So it's one of the framework for so develop application for Windows Phone. Cool. So it's actually good to know. Things about it was not in the presentation because so I'm always bragging about like how cool so to work with mobile devices if you have some special setup of mind. So I'm a jumping monkey. I cannot just imagine that I will do something the same over and over task every day for the rest of my life. I will kill myself immediately. So it's why this I'm in mobile industry. So because okay. You was the one who put the silver light there. Okay. um, the thing is, then you know, this pretty much every week we have changes. So in updates, not just brand but device or technology or something. Every time, every day, I wake up and I read the news and I am like expecting something happened. So, and that's a very exciting point. So what happened in the last, actually since March 18 to Windows 8, to Windows Phone 8. So they just, Microsoft distribute official news, so then they will support Windows Phone 8 up to July 2014 and will no longer support Windows Phone 8 anymore. So like, okay, so no big deal. They did this also before with the Manga, which was 7.5. But at this point, I think it's like sad news for people who already purchased Windows phones, because normally when it's happened in industry and they say, all right, we recognize that this specific project is a failure, and that's why we will update some application, or so do updates on this specific phone for another year and not anymore. So it's already an official recognition of the failure of the product. But normally in the same time immediately they announce some successor who will replace this Windows Phone 8. So at this point they do not name any specific device or whatever, any other version of Windows Phone. So in that mean, I mean, it can mean too much, or maybe it's against right now some guessing stuff and gossip stuff. So, but more likely they may also give up on Windows Phone in full. So then it's they try already since 2010 so to get into race and be somehow competitor to iPhone or Android, and it's never really come to the success they was expecting. Also the boost up with Nokia in 2011 still was not really helpful. So, but okay, they have some features, so they're already bragging and get excited, so and get a lot of publicity, so to develop another game console, so to use kind of technology like we have web source. Okay, yeah. What do you say, Red? Please tell us good news, web source. Okay, yeah, I will give it to you. So just I can type right here. Let me finish so the thought about, and so this things about Windows Phone, and I will type for you guys so where to go every morning. So specifically when you just awake and do your morning exercise sitting on in the bathroom, it's the best time when you can get the good news so from web sources. All right, but anyway, regarding Windows Phone or just we can say in general Microsoft mobile project. So they decide, I think, concentrate more on game console where they was more successful in the past whatever amount of years. So, and they plan to combine and create some 3D game console, so with in use some of Android Google Glass technologies, some special kind of glasses devices, so then you wear on your head, so and you can, most of the game will be 3D. So we'll see this how it's going. But again, if we come back to the sources, I mean, it's like 1,000 of them, so it's private preferences, but I like Verge. Oops, it's Russian. Sorry. Give me a sec. Okay. So I like Verge. Man, why it's don't do Russian? I just switched to English. Okay. Verge.com. So I use a lot, so this make use of.com. So it's this I make use of so this website since 2007 when I took my first computer class, and actually it's maybe, I mean, yeah, they do have some mobile news, but so generally it's like computer science related. But what is so special about this web, and I'm like always appreciates this guys, because everything is come new on the market, also mobile devices related. They immediately create some manual, which is, normally this, if you try to buy it somewhere, will make cost over $100. So, and this guy just for your free subscription give you this stuff for free. They have a lot of some special cheating sheets or shortcuts. So just in one page, then you will have all Unix or Linux command, and you can download or just print it this again for free. So I think it's like super so cool. Try to do theverge.com. You know, this as a mobile version, I have just Verge, and if I go on PC, then I need to type The Verge. But so what I like about Verge things, then you know this, they kind of like blog forum combinations. So beside them, they news source, and every time so some news pop up, so they do things like, you know, that's how many people or from how many sources they got so response, then really this news is legitimate or not just some stupid gossip again. So in it's always you can see the marks of how many people confirmed then it's really happened. So it's why this you know, if you want just to talk, it's a good thing. But so sometimes, like last week, I saved my company, I think some couple almost $1,000 just because I read one of the news so exactly related Windows phone. So and it was in the same day then my CEO was planned to purchase another 4 Windows mobile phones, and I stopped him in the last minute. So he was really appreciate this. So just because in the morning I was reading this news. So and it's why this it's a good example for you. Yeah, cool. So TheVerge.com works. So. And that's why it's a good news for you, because again, when we come in the market, yes, we maybe will be not really compatible to people who have like 5 or 10 years experience or have knowledge of 2 or 3 programming languages. But so as a newcomer in, I don't want to say entry level, because again, so after online class and after Michael school, I don't consider in myself or other guys really entry level. So because we got a lot. Okay, so supposed to work. Just got this BSK. Okay, cool. Um, so anyway, this sorry, I just read your news time to time. But the thing is, you know, this when we come to interview, when we come to looking for job for the first time, so, you know, after school. So sometimes you don't have your fully 100% loaded confidence like me, and so where I'm going is like what I'm doing. So but you know, most of the time, specifically a phone interview or just first initial interview face to face, it's not about technical details or about your really deep, super deep knowledge, but so it's exactly about attitude, this courage, you know, this your interest in a job, your interest in industry, so how you update it, so how you keep interest, so and want to enter in this industry and work for a specific company. So, and at this point, this all latest updates and news to show them, then you really follow the subject, and it's not like you just all first discover this profession 2 hours ago and decide to try. So it's what is very important. No problem, Ange, you after class. No, okay. So you can catch me after class by Avidos at Hotmail. So because again, it's my private email, but it's no more private anymore for a long time. So you also can connect to me to LinkedIn. So if specify then, so you just one of my students, and I will accept you, because I'm scared because I almost already like recruiters. So many people connect to me, and at some entry level to really high management and CEO of the company. So then, you know, things happen, medical happens. So I know this 2 people respond to me just through our sharing connection on LinkedIn. So 2 people got a job. So you can try. So in again, my class is always updated. We always have something new to share, and sometimes we don't have this in partner of resources. So then if you're looking for additional information, you always can contact me directly. Okay, so let's come back to our quiz somehow. Okay, let's see 5 responses. What we talk. So we talk about unrooted phone. Okay, so what people say, phone with preset operating system that limits the user action. I will have preset operating system configuration, and you will be not able to change. All right. So allow administrator access for the user? No. In unrooted phones, the user is not allowed to change system settings. Exactly. You end user, so and they think you dummy, so then you don't need to have administrative privileges. So unrooted font will not allow you. Okay, so responses is very good. It's not done. So just only one person get confused, and it's why it was a point, you know, because lot of things interchange, so and don't really understand rooted unrooted phone, and then another this common lock and unlock, so this they interchange, and it's actually two different things, and it's why we have the next answer and next question. So and we'll see how you respond to that. Font that can be used with any GMS. Yes. So font that can be used interchangeable SIM cards. Good job. So so SIM card is related to GSM network. You understand, and if you have some phone like from Sprint or Verizon, so with CDMA, so then you will not have SIM card there. So allow SIM card, yes, for international carriers. All right. So cool. We don't have problem with lock unlock phones. I mean, group is group different, so it's why I'm like, you never know. Man, why we come to operating system again? So I think this Michael, this was really creative this time. You know what? It's so funny because it's like from my original quiz, then I submit to him. He always creates something surprise for me. So this I'm like pretty much read this for the first time with you. Okay, operating system. Software is a control hardware and communication of utilization piece and application. Okay, software that runs the hardware basic function. It's 100%. So software that control hardware and its communication with the end user application. All right. So software that manage and operate hardware resources. Okay, I will say 50-50, but so if you after make this statement, so continue to talk about this, then yeah, I will accept it. So it is system which manage computer hardware resources and provide computer, okay, it's like too broad, but okay, you can start like this. So yeah, more likely this will already talk about this, so then generally speaking, it's initial first set of programs so that start when you turn so your device on, and so it's a set of software so that allowed computer to run and do some most basic function. So it will be like more than enough for the answer. Okay, so the next one is list all Android versions since 2008. Ooh boy, I'm afraid to see this list, but I hope that you are good, guys. So because you cannot believe what answer I get in class. It's like, guys, come on. You were sitting in the class. I show you so many pictures. Come on. So cupcake, donut, eclair, froyo, gingerbread, honeycomb, ice cream sandwich, jelly bean. Good. So the things, yeah, it's what second answer is perfect. The things you need to be aware about jelly beans. So the first version was come as a jelly beans in July 2012. So that was 4.1. And the second version come in November 13, 2012 as a 4.2. And you notice I understand that more likely you was using some online resources for this on my presentation, doesn't matter, or internet, but you know at some point I specify many times that it's a really crucial point to memorize, somehow know all this NIC's name related to the version and release dates. It's also very important, so it will cost you interview if you don't know that. So and other things is then know what is a common version of Android, what is the latest version of Android is. Or for example, specification like Honeycomb. So is Honeycomb originally was developed for what? For phones? No, for tablets. So it's late, 3 months later after it was released, some companies, some makers decide to choose for specific phones. Altogether, it was like 3 or 4 makers in all together. I think it's 11 phones that may be updated or run on Honeycomb. Otherwise, so it's only tablets. So, and you also need to know that they already announced, and finally in the second quarter, so this somewhere in the beginning of summer, so this the next version will come. And it's pretty much, it was funny because they pretty much jump over 5, and it will be 6.0. So, and the name will be K-Lime Pie. And as you see, again, it was so funny because a couple of days ago, one of my students brought to me this, so they text me, to messaging me, and it's like, my goodness, I finally got it. It's in alphabetical order. It's like, duh. Yeah, it was in alphabetical order in the beginning. That's how you can easy to remember. So what nickname follow so after what? So all right, the first like completely zero version of Android was Android, so with A. The next was Banana Split, so with B, but it was just like maybe 3 months, if that. So on the market, it's why like nobody considers. So the history of Android actually generally start with Cupcake with C, but so it's still continue to be alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, and so on and so forth. So this, and I hope that it will be easy for you when you understand this alphabetical order on the background, so easy to memorize and remember this. T-Mobile G1, okay, yeah, it's how it start, but so since 2008 we have a lot of different versions. All right, but again, so most of you is super good and it's super cool, so at least you have a relation, so the nickname to the numerical versions. But again, I stress again and again, and I hope that you will be more active in participation on next 3 quizzes than we prepare for you for first day. So because again, it's for you, it's not like, this haha, this you don't know anything, it's a failure. No. We learn by our mistake, and when you do this mistake and sometimes intentionally, so and we talk about this so during our session, then you will remember your mistake. You will remember this what's supposed to be your right answer, not just if I just tell you again somewhere like put this word in the air. So we all somehow selfish, egoistic people, so, and it's absolutely normal human behavior. So if you will remember your specific information, but for these things you need to do first step and submit a quiz. So try it at least. So, and I encourage you to do it, all right? So, okay, describe term jailbreaking. Let's see what we got here. The process OS changing, of changing, so iOS in order to be able to install non-app. Okay, very good. Administration, to get administration access, it's not really 100% true. So you can get extension that allowed you to get administrative privileges for iPhone, but just by jailbreaking itself, you will not get administrative privileges. It must be another add-on. No, add-ons is not right. So it's extension. So another third-party extension. So this download to your iPhone. Okay, jailbreaking is a process which modifies iOS to run unsigned code in order. All right, it's a perfect. I hope you will remember this during interview and saying the same words like, okay, you're winner. So adding unofficial installer to access. Yes, so this in very simple words, yeah, it's adding to so unofficial installer to access third-party application and extension. It's completely right answer. All right, so not bad. I'm impressed. And let's come back to another where we got. So it was okay. Somebody submitted. So now we have another one. So it's one of my favorite. And actually this is so, hey, I spent time, guys, until 2 o'clock morning yesterday to create these new quizzes for you. Come on, you will be the first. You need to prove this message, then you learn and so this view. I understand this, it's very hard. When I see this so online presentation for 1 hour, 45 minutes, like, oh my gosh, you want to kill me. So we have long time, so it's all right. So you will have your chance to improve yourself and learn something so by Thursday. And by Thursday, I told you, we'll plan like 3 quizzes instead 1. So then we can talk about something more exciting stuff than just terminology or some stuff that nobody like to talk, like network, so or some operating system and platforms. Like, oh my goodness, for what I need this all. And actually, it's a point. So because if you understand for what I need it, so then you will know this really this why I should spend the time in to understand and know this. We start, so that I think this Michael's already advertised that, so then we start new class, and every time it's new presentations, I update left and right the slides. So I think, where we put this, Portnoy.com data mobile testing. So you can go to this link so you can see first lesson, then it's already submitted, and Friday we will have, this one presentation is a little bit more advanced than we have like shortcuts for online classes, because we cannot compare like 6 hours online with 40 hours in class. So but if you have direct links, then you will be able to follow these classes and maybe just gain something more. Some top secret. I don't know by myself. That's what I will put in the classes. Like it's always like updating things. So you can zoom your own screen. Okay, so it's not to me. All right. So now we come back to the second quiz and choose at least 4 mobile platform that currently, the keyword is currently active on the market. So what we got? Windows Mobile. Man, it's the most common mistake, and every time we talk about it, still. Yeah, I think student Mariposa. Hey guys, be honest with you, I never, so this, I'm always confused with accesses, because they have different, so password. Student is always student, but the password, I think Mariposa, yeah, it's right. Somebody just try it now and then you can see. All right. So, Windows Mobile, if you answer this question during interview, you will lost your interview right there. So Windows Mobile is discontinued, it's not exist, it's retarded. So it was not, it was another failure from Microsoft. So since 2010, so nobody ever reproduced and tried to reproduce Windows Mobile. So it's why we have Windows Phone, and not Windows Mobile. So as operating system and platform. So please be aware of this and don't make a mistake which can cost you interview. So BB Queenix, yeah, I will accept this answer. So because again, the materials that I provide for you for today was not updated in the last moment. So because on January 30, so this again for your knowledge, BlackBerry RIM is not more BlackBerry RIM. It's now the short abbreviation BB10, or it's BlackBerry 10. So they completely get rid of research in emotion things. So they rebrand themselves. So it's Canadian company. So and we can talk about it's still, if you say BB10 Queenix, it still will be accepted. So Queenix, it's just one accusation of so BlackBerry company in 2010, and pretty much it's if we're talking about operating system and platform wise, then Queenix, it's a kernel, and it's like I think it's a Unix like, so kernel. But again, you can say BB10 and it will be legitimate answer up to date, so in current stand, so for BlackBerry. Tizen, I'm happy that you guys love Tizen and talk about Tizen. So I'm not happy that somebody know Google as a platform and operating system, but it's okay. Linux, I'm happy that you guys know this. So because sound to me like half of the group is from China. So because again, Tizen and Linux is very popular and very well known in Asia, but in United States, not too many people know that Linux could be not just platform or kernel, but operating system itself. And they also produce their own cell phones in China. Agile phone, I'm happy that nobody knows that. So BrewMP, Brew mobile phone platform, yes, it's a legitimate answer. And again, some hints on it. Generally, Brew, it's like very old platform, specifically in mobile world, and it was used in the beginning for different firmware for operator like AT&T and Verizon. So, and I think in 2011 they finally signed a contract with HTC to create smartphones, and it actually was very successful so project, and they continue now to so HTC work with BrewMP to create new phones. So Android, perfect. iPhone, uh, I will take this answer as a 30% true. So, but again, the thing is, and I specify this in slide, and I talk about this every time, confusing point. So why actually not? It's not right answer, but you can improve yourself and get this right. So what happened if first iPhone was created in 2007. When iPhone was created, it was only phone, so not other any mobile device, and it's why operating system was named iPhone operating system. In 2010, when much more product was already on the market, so mobile product was on the market like iPod, so and so different iPads, so come Apple TV, then it, I mean, not in 2010, but I mean, they already was known, then it will be much more than just iPhones. And they decide to rename the operating system. So, and its official name for operating system, it's actually OS X. So, and OS X contain two general parts. One of the part is come from Mac OS X, and another part it's called Darwin, so which is Darwin Foundation, which is a Unix-based kernel. So all together, so you can say then it's iOS or OS X. So it will be okay. Yes, exactly. So OS X, it's a like more formal name. But again, if you talk about in this word on the mouth, that the people completely fine if you call this all the time iOS. But don't call Apple this mobile operating system as an iPhone. It's again, it's retarded name. So since 2010, people don't use this anymore. Okay, OS X as a platform, it's a mobile. So it's a part of the mobile platform. So standalone, no. But again, we're talking about so this platforms right now. Again, it's I will take both answer and I will not argue, because we can spend a lot of time on it. The catch is then, so people, also professionals, interchange the word OS X or iOS all the time. So, and they will accept it both answer 100%, so without second thought. So choose what you really discomfortable with and stay and memorize and remember. So Windows 8 is not mobile platform or operating system, so it's just I mean, generally yes, but it's not really related to mobile world, so then I will not accept this as a right answer. Okay, so which Android browser do you know? I want to see what you got. Dolphin, very good. Safari, thank you, God, nobody answer. Opera Mini, very good. Maxton, good. So this again, people from China, so this knows a product. Atomic Web, no. So because Atomic Web, it's so actually this was browser for so for Apple product for iPhone. So Chrome 19, yes, and Vabonica Atom, I don't know, it's some creation of Michael Portnoy. So anyway, the thing I just want to specify, and you see this in slide, I just stress this out again and again because two of my friends just lost the interview for that. So be aware and be very careful when you talk about Chrome. Actually, it's like, you don't need to say 19, it will be confusing. So 19, it's, yeah, if we're talking about just like Chrome in general, yes, it's a Chrome 19, but if we talk about mobile, so they call this official name Chrome for Google something. So this is like So just Chrome will be enough. So the thing is then, as a mobile version, as a mobile browser, it's come on the market in June 2012, actually like end of the June 28, I think. So, and it was just introduced for Android and for iPhones. Yes, it's gained popularity. So people talk about in the United States. Yes, on the big island of United States, Chrome is doing very well. Around the world, this. It's little bit ahead of Mozilla Firefox, which is also this mobile browser for iPhone and Android. I was thinking it's like 50 million installation, but the people who really actively use this as a browser, so in the United States it's around 250,000 only. So this and with I hope this everybody aware and remember. So then Android do have a default browser, and it will be Web Android. The problem is then why does not everybody knows it or recognize this? Because of variety of devices, variety of maker, variety of operator which work and distributes this Android product. They have a choice to replace default browser to any other one they decide, so then it will be better for their product or whatever. So beside the user itself, end user itself can also just to take a responsibility and replace default browser. You cannot do this with iPhone. Safari will be always default browser. You can add list of browser you want to, but it's never will be so completely replaced. I don't know, these days, this fancy stuff, so that, for example, I have on my phone like 4 browsers, and I never give default to any of them. So I always have menu, and they always ask me every time I open internet, so you want to use this once or always? And I always give this push a button for once, because for different needs and for different occasions, depends what kind of website or downloads or whatever what task I use with internet. So I may use different browsers with some preferences. Then again, when we come to this question, so it's a good to know names, but always think ahead, so more in advance. You don't need to know 10 names, you don't need to know 5 names, so maybe 2 or 3, but be comfortable to talk about these browsers, because it will be a very simple question. Nobody try to hurt you or just put you under trial. Are you say true or not? But hey, if they ask you very simple, like, hey, so what browser you was used for testing? You tell them like, okay, Dolphin, so Opera Mini. So what is your favorite? So tell me this, why you like Opera Mini better, or something like that. And what if you really just know names and nothing behind these names, then you will be stuck, and it will be like they will try to help you and give you more special question, and you will sink completely. So at this point, I know that in the presentation I provide links, then like comparison website, and you can compare this browser between, or just choose names you like, 1 or 2, and read a little bit more information about this browser. So then if they ask you something, you can say, hey, my favorite is, and you just tell story. Story is always good, because when you tell story, so they listen to you because they want to hear this, so how deep and how much you know. So, and at this point they understand, and this you actually have excuses for other questions than they maybe was planned to ask you, and they don't need to ask anymore because you already tell them story. So it's always good. The difference only in good. Not really. So because, for example, Opera Mini, so why does people love in special rural area, or if you have low data plan, why is Opera Mini will be your choice? So because we can say in the primitive level, so then every time you retrieve some information with Opera Mini, so from internet, before it's really come to your device, it's go through some Opera virtual server that compress the website file, so and give you not a shortcut, but this so as a small file, not as a big. So the download is faster and usage of data is low. So it's nothing to do with GUI. So maybe, preference-wise, then I will choose some Dolphin, where I have more some gesture feature and fancy stuff. So, but again, if you have if you live in rural area, or if you don't have really a big data plan, then so Opera Mini will be your choice. So we go to what is a mobile platform. What we got? Conceptual mobile architecture, absolutely true. An operating system, absolutely true. Application development base, and this is true as well. So kernel platform buffer bridge between hardware and software, this is true. So core programming language in which all programs for devices are written, and it's true. So all 5 answer is true. I'm happy then you just skip so some silly answer and give every so chance for right answer. So yeah, mobile platform is one of these things then you know, very confusing, specifically when you're nervous during interview and they just, you know, try to fool you, or because people, so again we talk about professional, so they interchange this and use this word left to right sometimes, you know, really not clarified so what they really mean. And at this point, don't afraid to ask. If you understand and they go to some direction, then you was really not thinking, so you can ask them and show your knowledge, like, excuse me, what do you mean by platform at this case? Are you talking about programming language, or you're talking about conceptual mobile architecture, or just about operating system? Boom. So they're like, oh, you know, so this, you know, you may this way skip, it's a tricky thing. So then you show your confidence, you show, then it's not easy to trick you or fool you, and you know, it may skip some more serious technical question at this point. So I did this by myself, and I know this is really true. So select correct type of operating system. Run real time. No, we don't have these things. So multi-user, absolutely true. So RTOS, yes, absolutely true. Runtime operating system, RTOS, run real time. So it's not a type of operating system. It could be option, it could be, I don't know, some extension application, it could be some framework part of the name, but it will be not type of operating system. So multitask, multi-thread, good. Run cloud server OS, okay. I don't know that it exists, but so as a type of operating system. The right four answer was multi-user, RTOS, multitask, and multi-thread. So, and you know this, again, I mean, it's like, oh man, it's a boring question. Why I need to remember all this? But when they talk about this, you know, and it depends on all this abbreviation or professional tiny words like multi-user or RTOS, so you understand what direction the question will go if you understand the meaning behind. I give you example. So RTOS, when somebody talk and start use this word in conversation or I don't know, just specify something, for you it's a red flag immediately. Then somebody try to talk about cloud server or embedded system. So, or if you see in job description, whatever, or specification, or on some product of the company, then they just mention somehow, then it's RTOS. You understand then during your preparation for interview, you need to spend more time to look and understand in general how the clouds work, so and cloud server work and embedded systems, so what it is and how it's work. So it's why I say this, all these tiny words and all this boring question is like, man, over and over. So when I get to real deal, when I get them some real, so I tell you guys, so this all these tricky terms we will think during interview. It's why this it's try to understand why we need it. Okay. Okay, sorry, we're almost done, kind of, as usual. I talk too much, sorry. Give at least 3 examples of proprietary platform. OS X, good job. Android, guys, come on. 3 people was somehow, Android is most of, so this, like #1 distinguished feature of, so Android, in compared to any other so platform or system, whatever. So it's because it's open source. So proprietary, you need to, maybe this it's a confusion with word proprietary. Proprietary, it means then it's a closed system. It means then device itself, hardware and software and native application, so it's all created by one brand. And the best example it's so how does Apple work? Yeah, so everybody know how they restricts. So then you need to pay special fee, meet special requirements, so go through some special compliance testing, da 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 da. So to get through. So because the system is closed. So it's a very simple explanation. BB Queenex. As a platform, yes, it's still proprietary, but again, latest update, latest news, I think it was March 10. So they brought this not just in the air, but they finally says it in the words. So CEO will tell them they plan to distribute BB's 10 so for other OEMs. And it's mean at this point. So then they already start really like broad conversion from proprietary system to open source. And by the way, this again, if you check, so the link I give you this for presentation one, this, and I already brag about this BB10 so platform. You know, they use technology which, like in the beginning, this was strictly proprietary things. Then C, C++ is a language, so no left and right step. So now they use, for example, you know, Android part, so for their video things, so as a video player, they really so have a close relationship so with Adobe and Adobe Air and Adobe Flash product. So and they use Java language to write the application. And again, so they just spread the wings. So they start get more flexible because of this web technology. So in they also started heavy related with web mobile application and hybrid application. So they work with special WebKit so extension, so which is use JavaScript, CSS, and HTML5. So it's no more really we can say 100% proprietary system. Okay, I will accept this today because it was not update, but so be updated, so keep eyes on what's going on specifically with BlackBerry. I think BlackBerry at some point have really good chance to break through and start all over again. So I believe in BlackBerry more and more, specifically with Z10 and Q10 is finally coming on American market. So Windows Phone, good answer. So Windows Phone is still proprietary system. WebOS, no, it was open. Actually, this again news about WebOS, and it's like I read this a couple days ago over a weekend. So it's not in any one presentation, just for you, special secret. So it started with Palm in 2010. So was not successful at all. They sell this to HP, and HP Hewlett Packard tried to do some whatever TAPS project with that, with WebOS, and it was not successful again. So finally, they just sold this really like end of the February to LG, so company, and now this LG will create and develop based on the WebOS operating system some special smart internet TV. So it's what's going on, and it's actually, you know, the best what the WebOS can expect today, because so a year ago it was a plan from HP to discontinue this and just get rid of it by 2016 period. So now they have a chance be modified as a internet TV somehow product, so but at least stay alive. So Tizen, it's absolutely not proprietary platform, because if you know that it is in history, then it's conglomerate of monster like Intel, Migo, Beta from Samsung, but generally it was Linux Foundation. So Linux Foundation in any case cannot be closed. It's so it's a main distinguish feature between the Linux and Unix. So then Linux is open source. Okay, and Cuisine, I have no idea. It was just my jokes. Nobody ever know Cuisine proprietary platform. Okay, so let's move forward. I'm sorry that I spent so much time in so many details. So, okay, what latest Android version currently on the market? Tell me then. Good. How's it come to 3.4, which is never really exist? So it was 3.0. I mean, it's one of the modification of honeycomb. All right, anyway, so be careful, because again, so these small things like version, I don't know where the 3.4.4 come from. It's definitely never could be in any possible case latest Android version. So 4.2.1 Jelly Beans, yes, it's the latest Android version. So this was released in November 15, 2012. Actually, it's not too many devices also in the United States run this 4.2. And because so all what is the difference between 4.1 and 4.2 is why they don't change nickname. So they just have enhancement, and instead of dual core they have quadra core, and not too many devices have this enhanced in hardware. So, but generally it was more likely enhanced not in operating system itself, but some enhancement in between hardware and software and some integration points. So, in some enhancement in camera, some really like 5 or 6 feature in general. So, but be careful, right? This, you really need to know what's going on. Specifically when by time also, I don't know this, so by time you may start work, so or will, you know, this, go through the interview. So it's good to always specify, okay, right now it's a 4.2 Jelly Beans, but K-Lime Prime is already on the way, so it's coming very soon. So in starting looking news, what is will be so special about 6.0? Why they skip? Why it's no 5.0 will be? But so they just jump in immediately. So okay, next one. What is the most common Android operating system version? And Android 2.3 gingerbread, very good, very good. So yes, hey, it's not ice cream sandwich, it's gingerbread. And why? One more time. So it will be going between 2.3 and up to 2.3.7. So and the thing is then generally we're talking about around the world. So in around the world, this in many different countries, specifically if we're talking about also some Europe country, but third world country like Asia or Africa, so this islands, whatever. So this they just don't have infrastructure developed yet. So this to have 4.0, so like LTE network. I mean, they don't have resources for that. It's why this up to date is still like 39% of Androids around the world. It's still gingerbread 2.3.5, 2.3.7. So in other things, why it's also a lot of so this Americans have we consider old phones or old version. So because not all phones and not all devices could be upgraded to 4.0. It's a very painful process at some point. So because if you have got this Wilfroyo 2.2, to upgrade this to 2.3, so this you need to get permission so from your maker, and after you just so get some access to download, so to upgrade it to 2.3, and after you need to contact your providers or you know operator, so then they can give you access to upgrade specific phone, and if it's your phone is not on the list, then it's it. So 2.3.7 will be maximum then you can get for your device. So but if you're lucky one, then you can get upgrade to 4.0, and again it will be another list, so black and white list. So for good and bad phones then could get chance to be upgraded to further like 4.1 or not. So it's a very long, painful process to upgrade, and it's only if you have like latest device from Ice Cream Sandwich 4.0, yes. So then it's easy peasy. So like it's going all the time. So for the last 1.5 years with iPhone. So then you have FOTA, and it's another word then you need to remember. So FOTA is stand for firmware over the air. So many times you can see abbreviation OTA, then it's mean over the air. So then it's just automatically updates. Maximum as an end user, you need to push one button like agree or update, and everything will go through the internet automatically. In some points, some phones just do this without to ask you. If you just submit one time in the beginning, update automatically, then it will just go. So without you to know, and it's a good thing for end user. Yeah, just do not care. So just give me latest and so the best. That's it. Okay, so we got it. So then everybody got it at this point. So then gingerbread is still most common, not the latest, but most common version for Android. So provide at least 4 Android maker names. I hope it's a very easy peasy question. Samsung, HTC, Motorola, LG, Samsung, HT, Asus, okay, LG, Motorola, Huawei. Samsung, yeah. So this, there's a trick in this question. Well, I'm not doubted, so, and I'm not questioned. And you don't know Android makers. So the keyword is then it's over 80 makers around the world who work with Android. So in with soft and hardware. So this and create some Android product. In other things, yes, when somebody asks you related this question like this. So they don't ask really like makers. So it will be again. So on what devices you was testing. So and if you starting with some LG or Sony, they will ask you more questions because yes, it's a legitimate answer, it's a right answer. But so when we talk about testing world, are you really test on some whatever devices then work with Android? No, you will take the best. What is like hotspot on the market? So what is a hotspot on the market for the last 2 years? It's definitely will be Samsung, HTC, and Motorola in United States. We talk, okay? So Asus, yes. If we talk about like tablets, so if it will be ePad or Nexus, so then yes. But again, you need to specify. So, but again, when you answer this question, and keep in mind, then you need to start with pretend. So, and think ahead. So then you need to name makers who is like most popular in this possibly it's a sync, and then you was testing on so using these makers, okay? So but all answer is right. So name 4G technology currently on the market, put the fastest and first. All right, so what we got? 4G LTE, okay, 4G LTE VMAX. So 4G LTE and 4G VMAX, it's the best answer ever. So Pocket Switch Network, Ultra Brand, okay, it's just like go this field. So I don't know who did this answer. I mean, it's not like it's not right, but don't do this. Don't think yourself during interview, because if you answer this question to me like that, I guarantee you, I mean, just for curiosity wise, I will say, I was like, tell me more. Tell me more about Pocket Switch Network, how the Ultra band is used and work. And so this, what is this OFMDA multi-carrier transmission methods? Do you know? Do you work with these methods? All right, tell me more about this. Okay, nobody really wanted. I mean, I hope you're not like completely nerds or something. I mean, if you know the stuff, I'm like impressed, because I like very, very on surface of all this. And, in daily life as a mobile tester, you really don't use these things. So, but what you really need to know and what you really work for, it's 4G LTE and 4G VMAX. So, and you need to know this, what this could be like possible maximum speed. So, and it's super cool if you know. So this, when you talk about this network technology, how it's work. I mean, maybe not in like high professional terms and words, but then understand. So then it's work because of the special spectrum. So this, then all the signal is just hopping between one point to another. So things like that. See if you can brag in and tell like couple sentences about this, it will be cool. So in another thing, speed. So what does 4G LTE mean to you? So what kind of speed is that? What is the maximum speed is reached so this by mobile device today? This, for example, for LTE, they say when it's come to nanotechnology of Intel, when they're promising like this year, next year, it's a very near future, so then it's come very soon. So then promising of 4G LTE network, it's between 300 megabits per second up to 1 gigabit so per second. So the thing is, it's like amazing. So this maximum speed, this network connection that reachable today was experimental things in China, and they reach 480 megabits per second. I mean, it's impressive, really. So 300, I will be so super satisfied. So what we have right now, just in comparison, for example, Comcast, so this most common things in our area. So they give you like 15 mega beats per second. Is like, ooh, it's a good one. And what does the speed mean anyway? This you understand, and it's you download some file very fast, so you can just go through more data. But in reality, for example, you need to just visualize this for you. Then you can explain also if you will forget exactly number or how it's work. But you can bragging about. For example, how big is a normal some simple songs these days, between some shortest version from 3 megabyte maybe to whatever 15. So if you have speed like this with VMAX, the VMAX I think it's up to 250 megabits, so from 100 or something. So then you understand, then some song will be downloaded in half second or something, like really in within a second. So if we're talking about full size movie, which is between 2.5 gig to 4 gig, so depends on the movie. So or some YouTube, if you're streaming from YouTube, then within some whatever couple minutes you already have a full movie download and you can watch it. So it's cool. It's what you need to talk about. So don't forget this. Some really technical deep thinking. Again, during interview, people not expect you, just to be so computer guru and give you left and right, so there's some special scientific words and explanation. So they just look how you conceptually understand and how you're comfortable to use this conceptual understanding every day. And it's what is a count. Plus your attitude. Attitude is everything. So this, if you say, hey, I really love these things, I really into, so I read the news every day, I'm so happy to just to get a chance to work with it. So it's what is the major things count during interview. Okay, least distinguished feature of Android operating system. So what we got? Easy use interface, tons of apps, different content. It's not the right answer. I mean, 50%, and you need to, and they will ask you more question. Open source, good. Security low, fragile platform, Linux. It's not really distinguished of Android operating system. The keyword then you already named, it's a Dalvik virtual machine. This one is definitely one of the major distinguished feature of Android operating system. Source, open platform, you just describe operating system. You know this, I will give you another open source platform. So, but again, it will not really describe what is so special about Android operating system. So we have architecture, 3 main components, and it's what exactly, so the right answer is, you don't need to first part of this. So it's a Java core libraries, Dalvik virtual machine, and Linux kernel. So what is it so special about Dalvik virtual machine? This very quick, and it's we're pretty much done. I appreciate that you stay a little bit longer. So the thing is then, it was marketing trick and nothing more than that. We all know then programming core language for Android is Java. So Java belongs in the beginning Sun Microsystem, which was acquired by Oracle. So and it's in the beginning it was licensed type of operating system and platform, so that required fee, and not just fee, but you need to meet some requirement, and you need to testify that you meet this requirement on annual basis. So renew your contract, and again fee could be increased or whatever, some additional charges apply. I mean, really, who needs this? So specifically when Google starts a huge project like Android, so they was going smart. So instead of sign marriage contract forever with Oracle or Sun Microsystem, so by to use Java, so they just created some virtual machine, they call this Dalvik virtual machine, and they just so run clone of the Java language through this machine. So this is some really slightly modification, maybe up to 10% of the code. So, but it's becomes the original Android Google. So the things, you know, and so they don't need to pay any license fees. They don't obligated to meet any requirements because it now belongs to Android. So it's actually what it is, Dalvik virtual machine is, and it's why this, for example, Apple don't have any needs for a virtual machine. Why? So they have everything original from the beginning, so they don't need to do any special tricks to themselves. So it's what pretty much it. But I mean, we don't need to look for another answer because this one was like perfect answer. So 3 main components then you need to know about Android operating system. Okay, so wow, we're pretty much done. So if you have any questions, shoot, go ahead. So if don't, then I appreciate then you stay for long, and I really encourage you one more time. So this, I hope this in within next hour Mike will place the new quizzes, and we will specify what kind of quizzes that, so then you can just be done by Thursday, and on Thursday we will have not so boring stuff. So this, you know, when it's come to specific of mobile testing, then it's like much more fun to talk. Okay, so it's pretty much it for today.